to this episode of Counselors in the Community, where we take you with us to explore the jobs and careers in our area. Today, you get to go on an adventure with us to see what it's like to be a veterinarian and a vet tech. All right, Miss Morris, let us know exactly where we get to go today and who we get to go with.
Hey, Ms. Bumpus, we are here with Isom Veterinary Clinic, and we are going to go on a ride along for our first Counselors in the Community. Today, during our episode, we are going to clean a cat's teeth, which no cats were injured in this episode, and then we get to go out of town and out of the office to actually trim on a pig's tusks and on their hoofs. Everyone needs to be safe.
I went to Texas A&M, and to be a veterinarian, you need to have an undergrad degree. You go 4 years to undergrad, and then vet school is 4 years. So 8 years total to become a veterinarian after we get out of high school. You got to have good grades. So if you really want to be a vet as you get older and get in high school and college, you really need to try to get a job, go work at a vet clinic, find out if that's what you like. Before you go and spend 8 years trying to be that. I would be classified as mixed animal because there's some vets that only work on small, there's some vets that only work on large animals, some vets that only work on exotics. Mixed animal just means that, we'll do both small and large. We do some exotics, not a whole lot, but we do some. So yeah, the more rural communities you get into, you're going to see more mixed animals. The more urban places are going to be small animal only, just because that's what's going to be around to take care of.
I have a bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary agriculture from Texas Tech University. For my career as a vet tech, I had basically mostly on-the-job training. I started when I was in Lubbock working for a vet while I was in college, and it was something that I enjoyed doing and decided to basically make a career out of it. In the state of Texas, it's not required to be registered or certified to be a veterinary technician. Some of your northern states, it's a little more, I don't know that they necessarily require it, but they encourage it. My training was strictly on the job.
I think if you're a little kid, the most important thing, and especially and this would probably be more for a parent of a little kid that thinks they want to be a veterinarian, is you need to have time and exposure around the animals. At a certain point, I think you can become too old to have a natural interaction with animals that's natural. It becomes forced. So if I had a young child and he was like, man, I want to be a veterinarian, as a parent, I would try to get them, if I had an aunt or uncle or somebody that had animals, horses, cows, they need time around them to know how those animals act and how they react to stuff. And that stuff you can't learn in school, and you can't learn, it's kind of natural. So if I was a little kid, I'd get my parents to say, hey, take me, I want to be around animals, I need to be around animals. That would be the most important thing by far if I was a little kid and wanted to be a veterinarian. Yeah, there's no animals that are going to come in by themselves. So every animal we have, there's a person with them. So yes, you need to be able to interact with people. You need to be able to talk. You need to be able to carry on conversations. And you need to, that's hard. You probably don't need to be texting on your phone all the time, looking at your phone. You need to, just like I said, you need to learn how to be around animals. Even if you're a little kid, I think it's important that you need to be around adults, hear how adults talk, hear how they have conversations. Let them, at some point, will start including you in, so you know how to talk and have conversations with adults.
How do you know when you're going to mesh with your, the business owner or, your boss? And, what is that relationship like?
That's a good question, actually.
Some people are lucky, like
some
Cheryl.
People, yeah, real lucky.
Well, I know, right?
But I have worked, Travis is the third vet clinic veterinarian that I've worked for, but I've worked with multiple veterinarians at other practices. And yeah, they come in all sizes or personalities. There's some that are just super laid back. There are some that you're walking on pins and needles the entire time. You have some that are, just real easy to work with, and you have some that are difficult to work with. But the bottom line is you're there to do a job. You're there to assist them in what they need done. And if you can't handle it, then yeah, maybe that's not the place, not necessarily the career, but the place that you need to be. But again, it needs to be something where you need to be able to adjust to all the different styles of practicing medicine and personalities, and because at the end of the day, they make the final decision, and it's just like a nurse working for a medical doctor. Dental disease, a lot of people don't realize how important dental care is in our pets. So they don't brush their teeth twice a day or more like we do. So they'll develop, see this kind of orange, see that kind of gross right there? So that's tartar and bacteria that'll build up on their teeth over years of not brushing their teeth. So this is an ultrasonic scaler similar to what they use in us, and it uses water and vibration to knock that off. She is what we call anesthetized. So we gave her a shot that got her sleepy enough to put this tube in, and this tube is what gives her oxygen and gas anesthesia. So as long as she's attached to this, she is should stay asleep. Cats, dogs, even horses. We do this stuff on horses. Don't know how to say ah, so we have to fully anesthetize them to be able to do this. Machine, that scaler leaves little microscopic grooves in their teeth, and that's just a place for bacteria to build up. So we always want to polish it off, get it nice and smooth again, just like they do with us. And as a technician, most technicians do this part. This is the actual cleaning and polishing. If she had teeth that needed to be pulled, that's when the veterinarian would come in, and they do that part. If we do have to pull teeth, animals do really well without teeth. So it's best if we don't have to, obviously, but we have some pets that we have to pull every single tooth because the mouth is so diseased that it's healthier for them to live without teeth than it is to live with the teeth they have. But they adapt really well. You don't need to get dentures or anything. Cleaning an animal's teeth is not, it's not bad for them by any means, or we wouldn't do it, but we do have to use anesthesia. So anything that you can do to prevent or prolong the time between dentals is good. If we can prevent it as long as we can, then that's definitely the best case scenario. But there's the chews, brushing their teeth, there's things you can add to the water to help keep the bacteria and everything from building up as quickly. But yeah, that is cleaning a cat's teeth. Thank you.
So we're just trimming his feet. Okay, his feet will get too long sometimes, and so we're going to trim his feet up, make it so he can move around and feel better. And then he has tusks that will grow, and they get too long sometimes. It looks like this one's putting some pressure on the side of his mouth. So we're going to go ahead and trim that tooth also.
It's fixing to get loud.
Your way, yeah, that way. That way, yeah. Yeah. This one's not even being loud today. Yeah.
Swallow your food, dude.
Dude, you gotta swallow. You're choking on yourself. Look at him. He's not even stopping eating.
What's that animal husbandry that you have?
Yeah, this is the best. These are the best two pigs I've been around a long time.
Except for the one little baby pig. Did you know what was
The other day.
right when you give them shots.
There was one I heard the other day. I never saw it, but.
How the toast look up there? Do we do those?
I don't even see.
This one over here.
Top ones.
Tusk we need to try to do or no?
It is, but it's on the inside.
Is this we'll check them.
Because it's going on the inside. We're almost done.
Alright, let him up.
All right.
Ready?
And just push them out of the way.
Alright, you get those. I'm gonna do these teeth first. Give me this one right here, Jason. Ooh, that's hot.
Smell it.
Success completed.
Mission accomplished.
More lives saved.
We're done now.
Go, get me out.
This is great.
I mean, I think this is going to be good. I think the kids are going to like this. Because this is going to be some of the highlights right here coming up.
We are back at the vet clinic with Dr. Lampasas Isom and his high school vet tech person. And what we talked about earlier today in the pickup was that you need to work here in the high school or be around animals to see if you want to do it. And that is what Leanne is doing this summer. So Trampus, before we finish up, you can't just come into a town and have a business and then not contribute to the community or not, build or get involved mainly. So can you tell us some ways that you're involved?
Yeah, so we try to stay involved, and my wife is part of this too. She's a veterinarian and does that, and she does a lot more than me. My wife's been on the spring hoe and the chamber committees and livestock board. And so we try to support as many things as we can there. Our kids, they do a lot of livestock, and we play sports through here. Today's Building Badger Youth Football out at Grace Fellowship. First day of practice today out there, so I'll usually coach out there. So yeah, we go around and try to help out the community as much as we can, which is important for a small community or a big community like this, and most business owners around here are doing the same thing.
And I know that you're from here, so was that a deciding factor on why you chose Lampasas over somewhere else?
Yes, we're trying to get back home. And OH started over in Bertram, and I have an office over there, and then we expanded back over here. But yeah, we wanted to get back home.
Sounds
Once you're
awesome.
from Lampasas, we always try to get back.
Yeah. So we hope that you've enjoyed the counselors in the community, and I'm going to point out that Ms. Bumpus, who is at Hannah Springs, has been the videographer and the editor today. We also are missing one of our counselors. She is the new counselor at Taylor Creek. Her name is Carissa Brown, and she's having to do new teacher training today, so she's not with us, but she will be from now on. So we hope that you'll join us for our next episode and that you have loved visiting with Isom Vet Clinic.
just say something random?
This is going to be great.